It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to Riverdale today to celebrate this fantastic day. It's great to have you, our family and friends, here to celebrate Hannah and Rory's wedding. Life is good when you can have a bunch of people like this together for a day like today. I want to welcome all Rory's family and friends, and I hope that you really enjoy today with us. All speeches have three important components: a beginning, a middle, and an end. This speech, the beginning and the end, will be quite close together. I'm told that's a good speech. Please laugh. When asking you to join us today, it gave us an opportunity to reflect on the impact that all of you guys have on our lives and on the lives of Hannah and Rory. And it's a real treat to have you here today. This is a difficult bit. On a day like today, there are many drawn to think of friends and family who are no longer with us to share experiences like this. We keep them in mind by keeping the warmth of their lives close in our hearts, and it's good to remember them. I want to take time to mention my sister Grace, who planned to be with us today, but as most of you will be aware, was involved in a tragic accident in Kenya in January. Both she and her husband Brian are unable to be with us today. We miss them, and our hearts go out to the family in New Zealand today and every day. But I give you this thought: to live in the hearts of those you've left behind is not to die. There's one to discuss. Today, along with those thoughts, we're here to celebrate Hannah and Rory making this lifelong commitment together. I really want to thank you for the generosity that you've shown in the gifts that you've given them and in the donations that you've given to Sports Academy in George. Let me talk to you about Hannah. You laugh at the end of this bit. Hannah and I go back a long way. Thanks. She arrived into the world as quite simply the most beautiful baby. I'm not biased. Heather tells me Hannah was a good baby. Feed, change, sleep. Feed, change, sleep. It was that easy. And Hannah loved her bed, and not much has changed. The truth is, as parents, we haven't had any trouble with Hannah. We got through the teenage years with relative ease. The sleep, feed, change method seemed to work. And even now, if Rory is in our house, we think he's been given a late pass if he's there after 10:30. As a toddler, Hannah had this independent streak. As she learned to walk, you would walk with her holding her hand. She would put her hand away and go, "No, walk." Her understanding of walking was on her own, striding forth to meet her friends or to do her own thing. Hannah was a bit of an earth child. She wore these pretty little dresses, beautiful wispy blonde hair, muck up to her elbows, carrying a little creepy crawly that she'd found under a rock in the garden somewhere. It's fascinating when you have two children to see how their personalities develop. Clearly, Adam has much of his mum's personality, and Hannah has more of my personality in many ways. Rory, I'm sorry about that. Today, Heather and I look and think of our little girl. She is transformed from the child that we dressed in pretty dresses. Most of the time when I did it, they were put on back to front, into this beautiful bride we have today. Responsibility of both our kids as a gift from God. He has allowed us to participate in some part in shaping and nurturing their lives. We see today not only a beautiful bride, but a beautiful person. The attitudes that she displays in her friendships. She listens well and is a confidant. And the qualities that she has in the person that she is, there is a depth and a wisdom worth listening to. Her sense of humour is infectious, though often at the wrong time. Thanks. Hannah, you fill us with a great sense of joy and pride. To have you as our daughter, for us, is truly a gift from God. I will always remember the day Hannah got the results of her social work degree. Having worked and reworked through the assignments, courseworks, placements, and essays, the result came in. Hannah opened them. She cried and sobbed uncontrollably. I couldn't get one word of sense from her. Eventually, mid-sob, she exclaimed, "I've passed, but it's wrong." She didn't believe in herself. We believed in her, and I think after getting that result, it confirmed a degree of self-belief in her. And for the next 6 months, every day, she told Rory the result that she got. Over the years, Hannah has had a unique knack, even as a child, of singing at the top of her voice from her bedroom a song to bring words into a situation or a circumstance that we were facing. And as time went on, her contribution to a discussion became more insightful. In the past couple of years, in cards and letters, she has written wee notes that will stay with us forever. She has an insight into life that is priceless and often shows maturity beyond her years. Watching the decisions that your children make is intriguing. Hearing about the decisions that your children make is intriguing. Heather and I wanted to give our kids roots so that they would know where to come home to, but we also wanted to give them wings to let them fly. As a teenager, Hannah bought a map of the world and started marking places that she had been and places she wanted to go. We caught a glimpse of Hannah's vision and heart through the various mission teams she went to in Europe and then to Africa. Hannah and Rory, I think it's a great reflection on your perspective of life that you chose to take 6 months to work in Africa. And now, when there are other options, you choose to do the jobs you do. Hannah is her own person. She is very comfortable in her own skin. She knows what she likes and isn't easily swayed by the pressures of others. I see that as a good thing. However, let's say you go to make a cup of tea. You bring down 2 matching cups, a nice plate. You turn round to get the milk. Behind your back, Hannah's gone to the cupboard. She's rummaged in the back of the cupboard. She's got the big, fat, brown mug with a chip in it. You know that kind of feel sorry for me mug? That's Hannah. So let me talk to you about Rory. What can I say about Rory? I'll borrow one of his often used words, quality. Rory oozes genuineness and has an integrity not often seen. He has a love for life that is infectious. He is a quality guy. As Heather and I have watched Hannah grow in their relationship, let me take a glass of water. I was so glad to get this suit. Right, we'll try again. Where was I?
As Heather and
I can't see it in this page. Right, here we go. Thank you. As Heather and I have watched Hannah and Rory grow in their relationship, it's just class to see how much they love each other. We can see that this is a meeting of 2 hearts, 2 like minds, and 2 soulmates. Heather, Adam, and I had the privilege to be in Africa with Hannah and Rory for 3 weeks. That gave us an opportunity to see Hannah and Rory together a lot, and for me to get the measure of Rory. All I can say is Rory passed the mark phenomenally well. And today is just another step on the journey that God has brought Hannah and Rory on. He is working his good and perfect plans out through you both now together. And I know that nothing makes a good husband more than a good wife, and nothing makes a good wife more than a good husband. For me today, there is a sense in which there is a transfer of responsibility from me to you, Rory. I am delighted and I am confident in you to pass that responsibility to you. Hannah, you're my daughter, and that will never change. In conclusion, my prayer for you is that you will dance in the rain, sing in the storm, and bask in the shine of the sun. I pray that your eyes will see the beauty in all around you, that you will find smiles when sadness interrupts. I pray that you will have reassurance on the days that are difficult and laughter that will never fade away. I trust that when your spirits sag, you will be there to re-inspire each other. May you have friends to brighten your lives and be friends to brighten the lives of others. Courage to know yourselves, patience to accept the truth, faith so that you can believe, and confidence when you doubt. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favour and give you his peace. I pray that God, the source of hope, will fill you completely with joy and peace because you trust in him. Then you will overflow with a confident hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. May he give you the power to accomplish all the things your faith prompts you to do. Thank you.